There's a massive scam going on in YouTube sponsorships right now, and most brands have no idea that they're actually being robbed. I just spent weeks analysing the dark side of the industry after some friends told me about some of the things that happen and play out, and what I found shocked me. Fake agencies stealing creators' rosters, middlemen taking 60% cuts, brands paying triple what they should, and creators getting scammed out thousands. And I interviewed Brandon Pomeradi. He runs Adhesive Media, an agency that closed over $20 million in YouTube sponsorships. So if anybody knows where the bodies are buried in this industry, it's Brandon.
It's very easy to make a quick buck by just brokering a deal. You could literally just spin up an agency, reach out to a brand and be like, hey, I have this creator for you.
In the next 6 minutes, I'm exposing 5 ways that brands lose money on YouTube sponsorships and how to spot the red flags before you sign anything. The first problem is the most widespread. Nobody talks about it. So here's how it works. A random person reaches out to your brand and says that they represent a creator, and you agree to pay $5,000 for a sponsored video. They take your money, then they contact the actual creator and offer them $2,000. Then they pocket $3,000 for doing basically nothing.
The brand says, okay, I'll give you $5K, and then go reach out to the creator and say, hey, I have this brand, do you want $2,000? And boom, you take a 60% cut, and that's the deal. And that happens all the time, all over.
But here's what makes it worse. The person doesn't actually represent the creator. They don't have a contract. They're just hoping the creator says yes to this $2,000 offer. And here's the danger. Brandon told me about agencies putting fake logos on their website. They claim to represent Coca-Cola, Amazon, Nike, all fake.
This person might put a bunch of fake logos on their website, and they might say, hey, we represent all these brands, send me your roster of creators. Then they go to 50 people like me, they go and get 100 creators each, boom, now they have 5,000 creators. And then they go sell these creators to people without us knowing.
So, how do you protect yourself? The simplest way is cross-reference the creator's actual contact information. When we're researching creators, we pull their actual verified contact email and representation details from public data. It takes 10 seconds. If the agency contacting you isn't anywhere on the creator's socials, you can't find them on their website, or any public data available, that's your first red flag to look out for. And before you pay anyone, ask for a signed representation contract. If they can't produce it, walk away. The second trap actually costs you the most money, and it's based on one misleading number. But here's the scam. You see a creator with 2 million views on their latest video. You think, wow, this is amazing, awesome. You pay really high rates for that creator. But what you didn't check is their other videos get 40,000 views. That 2 million view video, well, that was a fluke. And it had huge reach in India, but perhaps you don't even ship to.
I've seen where a creator gets like 50K, 60K, 70K, boom, they have a video that gets to 2 million, and the entire audience is from India.
And if you don't deliver to India, it's kind of...
Yeah, exactly.
Now you've just paid for 2 million views worth of exposure, but you're actually only getting 40,000 views on your sponsored video. You just lost 95% of that expected reach. And this happens because most brands will look at peak performance rather than that view consistency.
We're looking at viewership consistency, so we want the coefficient of variation to be low. We want variation to be low in views.
So never judge a creator by their best video. Check the last 12 videos, because then if the views swing wildly, well, you're just gambling. Problem 3, the wrong audience trap. This problem destroys conversions, and again, most brands will figure this out way too late. A creator pitches you 500,000 subscribers. Great engagement, perfect fit. You pay $8,000 for the slot. The video goes live and you get 0 sales. Why? Because 80% of the audience is children and they don't have a credit card. And you're selling a $300 product to people that can't buy it. The views don't matter if the audience can't convert.
Older audiences convert well for high LTV products. Older audiences have engaged audiences. They typically have higher US percentages, higher comment percentages.
Brand agency specifically focuses on channels that have audiences of 25 and over because younger viewers watch, they don't buy. So how to protect yourself? Before signing, demand demographics, age breakdown, location breakdown, watch time per demographic. The smart move is filter by geography first. If you're selling to people in the US, look for creators that are based in the US. And then when you speak to them, make sure they've got 60 to 70% of their audience still based in the US. Then look at the content itself. Finance, business, home improvement, these naturally attract older audiences. And if a creator won't share their analytics, that's a red flag and not someone that I would work with because they're probably hiding something. Number 4, the fake engagement scam. So here's the metric that everyone ignores until it's too late. You see 10,000 likes on a video and it's got 200,000 views. You think, great, awesome, let's sponsor them. Then you realize that all the comments are bots. Great video, love this, amazing content, all from accounts with no profile picture, high likes, but low quality engagement means that the audience doesn't trust the creator, but it's that trust that actually drives sales.
A really good channel will have 7 comments for every 1,000 views. 0.7% comment rate is really good. Most channels are 0.1 to 0.2%.
To calculate the comment rate, look at the views, divide that by the number of comments, times that by 100, and Brandon says you want a 0.7 minimum. So read those comments. Are they real conversations? Are they bots? Because real engagement means real sales, because the audience actually trusts the creator. The final problem has destroyed entire campaigns and bankrupted creators. Brandon told me about agencies who use creators' revenue to cover their own operational costs. Here's how it works. They collect $100,000 in brand payments. They owe the creators $80,000, but their operating expenses are $30,000. So they literally just steal $10,000 from the creator.
There's issues where people are paying their company's payroll out of creator payout money. They take money from a creator payout rather than going into debt. And so that's also something that is like super illegal because it's not their money to actually do that.
So creators don't get paid, your campaign doesn't go live, you've already sent the money, and now everyone's fighting over who owes what. Brandon also shared stories of brands disappearing after creators have gone live with the content. No payment, no response, just ghosting.
We really try to vet out the brands that they're legit, they pay. For their first deal, we'll try to do upfront payment rather than having net terms on a deal.
You can use escrow for first-time deals, verify the agency is paying the creators directly, and check their payment history. Ask the creators if they have been paid on time. The solution, data over guesswork. So how do you avoid all of this? Brandon's agency has closed over 20 million in deals by following one rule: data beats guesswork.
We've been able to grow from 0 to over $20 million in partnership deals closed since starting the business in college 3 years ago, and we're an amazing team of now 11 people.
So they filter 500 creators down to 12 using 5 simple data points. Viewership consistency is within 20%, demographics match the product, comment rate is above 0.7%, weekly posting schedule, and verified sponsorship renewal history. For one supplement brand, all 12 creators converted above target. 3 got annual renewals. That's not luck, that's eliminating bad actors and the wrong creators before they ever touch your budget. So let me show you how this actually works in Channel Crawler. You search by niche, say fitness and health, and then you add other filters on top, say 80,000 to 120,000. My channel overview, I can select United States. I put in that they're posting every month, at least one video, and their engagement rate is at least 2%. Now, I've suddenly got 26 channels that are hyper-targeted around what I'm trying to find. Same process that Brandon's team does. Instead of taking 30 hours, it takes 30 seconds. And so here's what the bad actors don't want you to know.
There's literally no secret sauce. It's just about showing up with a good team every day. Respond to things on time. Follow up to things on time. Be organized. Be honest. Be transparent.
The industry runs on information asymmetry. They have the data, you don't. So they charge whatever they want and just hope that you don't check.
YouTube is the platform where creators have real influence, real authority with their audience. They build that audience over a very long time.
YouTube sponsorships do work, and they work well, but only when you have the same information access as the pros do. Look, I can't tell you who to work with, but I can tell you this. Every filter that I just mentioned, consistency, geography, engagement, posting frequency, we made those searchable because we just see brands and agencies getting burned. If you're running creator campaigns or you're just thinking about it, the link below will show you what proper creator research actually looks like. No sales call, just see the data for yourself. And if you already have a list of creators that you're considering, easy. Upload the file, run these filters across them, and you'll save yourself a lot of pain.